going on, guys? I hope that you're all having a wonderful day today. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Ty, and today in this video, we're going to be talking about singing in the movie theater. This is something that I never thought that we'd be talking about, yet here we are. Now listen, before I actually get into this and why we're talking about it, just want to make one thing clear. I am not in my normal setup. I'm actually on a trip right now. On top of that, I just sliced open my finger, and I had to get my finger basically glued back together 2 hours ago, but we are still here and we are still talking about movies. But listen, let's get into what I'm talking about here today, because I know it might seem a little bit confusing, but recently, both The Rock and Cynthia Erivo, who have two massive musicals in theaters right now, have made comments about singing in the movie theaters, especially because, again, like I said, they're in musical movies. I guess, Wicked is definitely a musical, but Moana could be considered a musical. It's more of a Disney princess movie. But both of these stars that, of course, have a lot of influence, especially The Rock, who's been, popular for who knows how long now, 20 years, and I'm talking about just from an acting standpoint. Cynthia Erivo, of course, she's been around the block, don't get me wrong, but of course, this is really, it feels like her main thing that she's got going on here. They've both made comments talking about how, listen, guys, if you're in the theaters, it's okay to sing. It's okay to sing along to the songs if you know them. I'm sure that this is a bit more relevant for Wicked because these songs, of course, have been around for years now. It's not like they're brand new. Moana 2, if you're watching it for the first time, I don't think you're going to know the songs because you're probably hearing them for the first time as well. But regardless, The Rock said, hey, go ahead and sing in the movie theaters, and Cynthia Erivo said as well, go ahead and sing in the movie theaters. I just want to make one thing clear. Is that a good thing? No. I do not understand who the PR people are behind these movies that are allowing these stars to say these ridiculous comments. Movie theater etiquette has been on a downward trajectory for the past couple of years, especially because, and I feel like this is a benchmark for so many things, because of the pandemic, I feel like a lot of people just feel like they could do whatever they want, whenever they want now. Luckily for me, I feel like I haven't had too many bad theater experiences recently, but you watch some videos on social media, this and that, people are getting into fights in the theaters, they're talking, they're on their phones, all this other crazy stuff. Either way, it's stuff that takes you out of the movie and distracts you, and it's disrespectful. For these people to be saying that, yeah, you should be able to sing in the theater, sing your heart away, that is absolutely and utterly ridiculous. If I'm spending my hard-earned money to go watch Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande sing in Wicked because they're world-renowned stars, basically, and because they worked so hard on this, I should not have to hear you singing just because you were a theater kid in high school. And I'm very happy that you're excited. But if you want to sing, I have a good idea. Wait until it comes out on home video, then watch it with your friends in your own house. Again, with Moana 2, I guess things are a lot different because no one really knows these songs. Of course, maybe, as time goes on, people will know them more and more. Or if you're watching it for the 10th time in theaters, yeah, maybe you know the words to the songs now. But it's just so unbelievably disrespectful to be distracting others' viewing experiences. Like, seriously, everyone goes to the movies to escape. I don't want to be watching a movie, and I think a lot of people would agree with this, and be listening to other people just yap or be on their phones, which I know is a separate conversation, but I just cannot believe, again, I don't know, these people are, their own humans with their own ideas, right? But I cannot believe that from a PR perspective, that these people are allowed to say these things, because I'm sure that the movie theaters are not exactly thrilled with the fact that they're saying these comments. I mean, I think it's utterly ridiculous, to be quite frank with you. But at the same time, the theaters barely enforce it as it is. It's not like, when someone's talking, it's like there's someone there to shush people. No, they pretty much just let it happen freely, especially AMC theaters, which, for the most part is what I've had experience with. I don't really know too much about Cinemark and Regal and Alamo Drafthouse. I don't know why I said Rego. But either way, AMC theaters, I feel like, is the worst offender of this. They have no security. I actually used to work at an AMC theater, so trust me, I know they do not enforce the whole, silence is our policy thing. They don't care. It's just really embarrassing that these stars would say that, especially when people, again, have been excited for these films and they're just trying to enjoy the people on screen. They're not trying to enjoy the other people that are singing. There's nothing wrong with getting excited for things. When No Way Home came out and people were jumping and screaming in theaters when Toby and Andrew came on screen, okay, fine, that's for 2 seconds, and also there wasn't really any meaningful dialogue there. You could say the same about Deadpool and Wolverine. People were screaming when Channing Tatum's Gambit came out. Okay, fine, you got me there. But that's also not an entire 3-hour long musical like Wicked Part 1. And again, maybe you're in the theaters and you just love the movie and Popular comes on, right? The most popular song. And you're hitting the chorus, you're hitting a little popular. All right, fine, whatever. But if you're going lyric for lyric, word for word, every single song, I've seen horror stories on social media about people's viewing experience basically being that. They're watching movies and the people next to them are singing every single song. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with being excited, but if you're really that excited, either rent a private theater for you and your friends, or you could just wait for it to hit home video, I should say. It's really not that hard to constrain yourself to that degree. I mean, we're all adults here, right? I know there are kids too, but on top of that, AMC has this promotion going on where on Christmas, or at least starting on Christmas, they're gonna be doing sing-along showings to Wicked. So if you're really just that excited, you're just over the top thrilled that this movie's coming out, and you wanna sing with other fans, you can, there's that opportunity. But don't take it away from other people that, aren't really familiar with Wicked. I wasn't familiar with Wicked. I didn't even know the story going into the movie. So listen, all I'm gonna say is this. Should you be allowed to sing in movie theaters? Honestly, no. And I can't believe that's something that basically celebrities would endorse to an extent. They said, oh, hey, it's perfectly fine. And I can't believe that it's something that people are doing. I always make sure I'm off my phone, at least, by the end of the trailers or whatever. I think it's okay if you're on your phone during the trailers, I'm gonna be real. But at the end of the day, during the movie, don't call, don't text, don't be yapping. You want to say something to your friend, maybe you didn't hear a joke or you didn't really understand something, fine. But don't talk, don't openly have conversations, and please do not sing an entire musical during your viewing experience. There's nothing wrong with being excited, but that's completely different from this, because honestly, it's disrespectful to others. But listen, that's gonna just about do it for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a little bit, off the grid here, basically, but, just a little bit of change of pace. We'll be back to usual on Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.